you want. Well, good afternoon, basketball fans, or evening, whichever you prefer. If you're listening to us on the Pacific side of things, it is afternoon. And good evening, Montana Western Bulldogs making their debut in the Stroud Gymnasium, and we just got a fist bump by Quincy Taylor, who spent all last year on the...
The only time he was on the floor was when he'd walk across and give us the fist bump because of that knee injury.
Yeah, but he's healed. He said, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm Wally Felt along with Mike Miller and Tad Jackus. Takis. I will get that before the end of your time here. Tad is our announcer, and we are ready for some basketball. And before we go any further, as we have a brand new season, Bulldogs 1-0. Warner Pacific has yet to play a game that counts. They played a couple of scrimmages, but that's it. Let's look at the starting lineups. Mike?
All right, for the Warner Pacific Knights out of Portland, Oregon, and head coach Jermaine Potts, they're going to start number 1, Darius Mason Robertson out of Ontario, Oregon. He's a 6'5 senior. They're going to start number 2, Isaiah Salim. He's a 6-foot senior guard from Houston, Texas. Number 11, Jurian Sparks, a 6'7 junior forward out of Castro Valley, California. Number 21, Taryn Dickey, a 6'8 senior forward out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. And number 30, Josh Lincoln, a 6'7 senior forward from Queensland, Australia. And for the Montana Western Bulldogs and their head coach, Pat Jensen, in what is now his third year, they're going to start number 1, Emmanuel Stewart, a 6'4 senior guard out of Portland, Oregon. Number 4, Billy Carlson, a 6'3 redshirt sophomore from Billings, Montana. Number 21, Coulter Merritt, a 6'2 redshirt senior out of Star Valley, Wyoming. Number 23, Kyle Gruler, is a 6'5 senior guard out of Vancouver, Washington. And number 32, Jacob Ankeny, a 6'8 redshirt senior from Marsing, Idaho. And as Wally said, the Bulldogs won their opening match on Sunday of last week.
And our officials for tonight, the crew chief is Craig Sear. Second official is Nate Whiteman. And the third official is Mark Brecky. That's our officiating crew for tonight's game. And kind of excited. This is the second game of the Bulldogs Invitational. First game went to Montana Tech, Frontier Conference team. The Bulldogs, or I should say the Orediggers, had about a 20-point spread against Southern Oregon. Southern Oregon will be the Bulldogs' opponent tomorrow, and Warner Pacific will face the Orediggers. Michael Filing is back in as the PA announcer. I'm already getting crap, too, from people reminding me that the Dodgers have lost 2 in a row in the World Series.
Hey. Have I said anything yet?
Well,
that's true, because I'm a Yankee fan, so I've been quiet for weeks.
The evening's young. The evening's young. This is also really the first event of the 2025 homecoming at Montana Western.
It's going to be a busy time for Montana Western Athletics. I know that the sports information director was talking about 9 different contests over the weekend.
We have
three counting the 2 basketball games that we saw earlier, earlier today and the one tomorrow. Western's not playing in those, but the facility is going to be used.
Hopping. It's going to be busy.
We're going to be busy.
Yeah, there's a bonfire tonight. They haven't revived it because it's been around for the last couple of years. Bonfire tonight over by Bulldog Stadium, sponsored by Engine 18. Then tomorrow we have basketball and volleyball. And then on Saturday we have football and volleyball. And on Sunday we have women's basketball. And on Monday we have men's basketball. Number 1 College of Idaho comes to town to take on our Bulldogs. So It is going to be hopping.
College of Idaho.
Defending national champions.
Yes, defending national champion.
Yeah.
Remember 1988 or 89? Western Montana College at that time went in and played College of Idaho at the NAIA National Tournament and upset them.
No, you're thinking of
Arizona.
No, not Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon State,
They beat Grand Canyon. But that was still fun.
It was great, yeah.
Yeah. It just goes to show if you're not playing the game, you remember parts of it, but not all of it. But if you played the game, you remember every single detail.
I think College of Idaho beat the Bulldogs the next night.
College of Idaho did, yeah, the next night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of set things up. What are they taking the nets down for? We haven't even won a championship.
One of the pieces of the net had come off the hook.
Is that Nick up there? Well, we're about ready for the opening tip-off.
That ladder would not be tall enough for me to be able to get up there and.
Even if you were on the top
yeah,
step?
Absolutely not. They're not allowing. They don't let anybody step on that upper step.
You know, I met Emmanuel Stewart a week or so ago. I believe he is one of Claire's work-study kids.
Oh.
And I said, do you have a nickname? Just for example, and he goes, well, a lot of people call me Stewie. Not Stewart, but Stewie.
Well, he played pretty well against Evergreen the other night. He had 13 points out of Lower Columbia Community College.
And Kyle Gruler, returnee from last year, had a big game. What was it, 31 points? And he was the Frontier Conference Offensive Player of the Week. And remember, we still have to pick offense and defense for Sparkies. Jacob Ankeny will jump things for the Bulldogs against Dickey. And the Bulldogs control. Here we go. Stewie has it now for the Bulldogs. Ruler has it, and he took a couple extra steps and didn't get caught. Battle for the rebound, tipped around and finally controlled by Warner Pacific. And here come the Knights setting things up for the first time. Salim, now the drive in, and the layup is good by Sparks, and he was fouled by Ankeny. And so he'll get an and one.
Neither team is great big, but the kid from Queensland, Australia, 6'7", senior forward, Lincoln, he's a healthy young man.
How would you like to make that recruiting trip?
Oh.
Free throw is no good.
I'd love it.
Bulldogs on the attack. Merritt to Gruler. Gruler behind the key. Now he's going to take a drive in. Little jumper is up and good. Gruler ties the game up with a little 5-footer for the Bulldogs. You know, last year we saw some good things from Carlson and Merritt. And they've earned their starting positions now on the Bulldogs team.
And it looked to me that Billy Carlson may have spent a little time in the weight room. He said he just eats his meals, but it looks to me like he's put on some muscle there.
I know how he feels. I've been in the weight room. Nothing, probably not anything like his weight room, but.
Uh-oh.
Gruler puts the three and hits the three. Kyle Gruler left off started up right where he left off in Washington on Sunday as he hits both Bulldog baskets, and they lead 5-2.
Gruler was the Frontier Conference newcomer of the year as well as an all-conference performer. First team all-conference, in fact.
Well, this sixth game, this is the seventh game between the two teams, and the Bulldogs have only won once. They've played once here and lost it. They picked up their lone victory at that Arizona Christmas tournament. in 2010, I believe. Oh, Merritt missed the easy bunny.
And new foul.
It was a two-shot foul, and Carlson picks up the foul for the Bulldogs, and that's the second team foul. We have a new assistant coach too for the Bulldogs. Tim Nolan over there in his first year. Salim makes the first free throw.
First time I saw Nolan, I thought it was Braden Swank with a mustache.
Second. He does kind of have that Braden Swank
He does
look.
have the look.
Yeah, so Salim makes both free throws and cuts the Bulldog lead to 1. It is 5-4. Ankeny up top. Grueller to Merritt. Carlson has it now. He'll take a drive in. And now he gets double teamed and tied up. Good defense by Mason Robertson of the Knights.
Looked like Carlson's foot slipped out from underneath him, and he struggled to get back upright.
Five 4, Bulldogs lead by 1, 17-29. Left to play in the first half. Oh, nice little fall away jumper from Salim. And he gives the Knights a 1-point lead, 6-5.
Ooh. We've got an injured player, but they won't stop.
Grueller came down a little funky. I wonder if that's the ankle that he messed up last year.
It's the right one. Jacob Ankeny put that one into the closet over there.
David Young, another new Bulldog, checking into the lineup for Montana Western, and we'll give Grueller a chance to get some help over there from the athletic training staff of the Bulldogs, best in the country.
And
Young, a 6'4" junior guard from Sacramento, California.
He was the MVP of the Northwest Athletic Conference when Lower Columbia won the conference championship last year.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty easy to call there. Dickey reaching around and in.
Fouls on number 21, Taryn Dickey, his first, team second of the half.
Dickey was last year's leading rebounder for Warner Pacific. The Knights have a lot of players from Portland, so Carson Denmean and I are probably not the only ones that have been to Tualatin, Oregon.
I still haven't been there. I'm leaving you to talk about it because I might invent a new pronunciation for the name.
If they've got some kind of an issue with Carlson, is there blood on his jersey or?
And who came in?
No one yet.
Oh, okay.
Mark Huber.
Another new player for the Bulldogs, a 6'1" junior guard out of Garland, Utah, Bear River High School, and he played JC ball at Utah State Eastern. I've seen Utah State Eastern a few times this year, but they've always been on players on other teams.
Fouls on number 5.
Oh yeah, he's there. Nate's got the
spray.
The spray on the jersey.
Disinfectant. I'll tell you, the official was paying attention.
Stewie tries to make it through, and he gets kind of like a wide receiver getting sandwiched between a couple of safeties.
2 fouls in the space of about 10 seconds. Yeah, and he's going to have to sit down.
Conliff, business administration major from Orlando, Florida. They call that Space Town. Yeah, I think, isn't that where NASA is? Oh, Stewie hits a 3 and ties the ball game up at 8 apiece. Stewie with the rebound for the Bulldogs. And he gets another one. Nice little soft touch in there by the guard from Portland, Oregon, Grant High School. And he played at Cal Poly Humboldt State.
Coach, how are you?
And Lower Columbia.
Fouls on number 20, Mark Huber.
Huber checks in the game and gets a foul.
Checking in for the first
Ankeny will check out, and we have another new Bulldog, Joshua Whiteside from Cochise College in Arizona by way of Columbus, Ohio. Do you think he says the Ohio State when he's in town?
Cochise College in Arizona. That's where Murphy Gosh is rodeoing. Right here from Dillon, Montana.
That's why that sounds familiar. Sparks with the 3, and the Knights back out in front by a score of 11-10. It's been a back and forth affair for the first home game at the Stroud Gymnasium. Oh, Huber had the ball taken out of his hands, but the absconder of the ball slid out of bounds, and we have a timeout. So with timeout on the court, our score, Warner Pacific 11, Montana Western 10. Back
I'm not going to say a word. Not going to say a word on that one.
We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium talking to Adam Hyatt, Montana Tech coach. He's sitting next to us. A lot of people don't know Adam, instead of being, he's a church leader, he's a father, he's a husband, he's a basketball coach, and he's a writer.
And a lecturer.
Yeah, yeah. No downtime in his life.
Grueller is up. Still limping just a little bit, and he's coming out to take a seat next to the coaching staff. You can bet he's faunching at the bit to get out there.
Well, that was one of those instances where he came down on somebody's shoe, which is not the most stable thing in the whole world. Quincy Taylor gets his first basketball in a year. And underneath, Joshua Whiteside puts the Bulldogs on top, 12-11. Oh, a couple extra steps there, but he got the basket. Chad Napoleon from Delray, Florida. Did he take an extra step? Or
Yes.
Was that, yeah, okay. So it wasn't just my imagination. Jermaine Potts, 6-year coach for Warner Pacific.
Fouls on number 21, Coulter Merritt. His
And
first,
Merritt picks up a foul, ecology major from Star Valley, Wyoming.
number 34,
And isn't
Jackson.
his dad a contractor
Yes.
in Star Valley?
Yeah.
Cement contractor?
That's what Coulter thinks he will grow up to take over the business.
Knights on top by 1, 13-12, 13:35 left to play in the first half. Wide open on the wing, it's up and no good. Rebound control by the Bulldogs. Huber quickly down all the way to Whitehead, and he goes up for a shot, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound, goes up again, and this time he misses everything. And Mason Robertson finally controls.
Whitehead says that he likes to snowboard and ride dirt bikes.
Well, he's picked the right place to do it.
Yeah. We have lots of dirt, and you get him out to Maverick Mountain, Whiteside.
You could probably take him. You're thinking about buying an ATV, aren't you?
Yes.
He dribbles down, then gets the basket and an and one. So he brings the Bulldogs ahead by 1, and he'll step to the free throw line. No stats. I didn't put any stats down because
Nope.
this is brand new.
Fouls on number 13, Chad Napoleon. His first, team's fifth.
Napoleon picks up his first foul for the Knights, and it's the 5th team foul.
Delray Beach is north of Miami. You remember Bucky Dent?
Yes.
Bucky Dent has a baseball camp, or had that at Delray for years.
Didn't he play minor league ball for the Yankees?
You played for the Yankees, that 3-run home run against the Red Sox.
Knights trail by 1 with the ball. Oh, and Whiteside. Oh, he missed the layup, but who was there for the cleanup? Quincy Taylor. Rebound and putback. 16-13 Bulldogs. Hey, the Aussie comes through. Josh Lincoln hits a little layup. And it's 16-15. And three-point basket by David Young. So as a coach, Mike, would you rather have an opening game that's tight like this, or one that's you have to figure out?
I would like a game just like this, something that's going to stay close, challenge everybody early.
Checking back in for the Bulldogs, number 23, Kyle.
Well, my coaching has been done entirely from a couch. So, but I would say, yeah, that would make more sense to me. 19-15, Bulldogs with a 4-point lead. Knights with the ball.
See if they try to take advantage of Gruler's sore leg.
Well, David Young kind of eliminated that.
I am going to grit my teeth every time Quincy goes to the floor.
I think he probably is too.
Fouls on
They-
number 24, Nico.
I don't think Warner Pacific has a football team, but I'm thinking some of these guys might want to play football. It's been a pretty physical game.
To the line, shooting 2, Quincy Taylor.
Quincy from Sacramento, California. Monterey Trail High School. That's kind of a cool name for a high school. And he puts through the. I got an assignment for you.
Checking back in for the Bulldogs, number 4.
Team nicknames of these guys' high school teams.
Oh.
Hello, Internet. So Quincy gets the pair, and it's 21-15. Bulldogs by 6. Nice move to the basket, but a little out of position. And he was right underneath the basket when he tried to lay it up. Bulldogs with the ball. Taylor down low. Now he brings it back out to Carlson. Taylor puts up the ball. Grueller comes away with the offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Inside to Ankeny, and Ankeny is fouled by Mason Robertson. Is that his second? Is that his second foul?
Fouls on number 1, Darius
Nope.
Mason Robertson.
But it is the 7th team foul, which means
To the line, shooting
that Jacob will go to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. And Jacob's been our engineer on a couple of our webcasts this year.
We teased him last year. He got his haircut, and he went on to play so very well. He ended up 6th man of the year in the Frontier Conference.
Well, he stuck to the shorter hair, but he's added facial hair now. Ankeny missed both free throws. Still 21-15.
You've been to Marsing.
Yes,
Yeah, Marsing. I believe there's a winery just,
I have been to that winery. San Chapelle, isn't it?
yeah.
Shot is up and no good. Grueller with the defensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Here comes Stewie going down, and he's bumped out of bounds. Good defense by Salim. He just didn't give Stewie any room to go anywhere. Bulldogs will put the ball in place on their end of the floor to Grueller. Grueller over to Carlson. Back to Grueller. Grueller to Stewie. Stewie's fall away jumper is no good, and off defensive rebound by Dickey of the Knights. Quickly down court, setting things up with Salim. 3-point shot up and no good, and rebound by Carlson of the Bulldogs. 21-15. It's been that way for 3 or 4 possessions. Grueller goes in and dunks it. Kyle Grueller adds 2 more to the scorebook, and it's 23-15 Bulldogs. 9:20 left to play in the first half. Traveling is the call. And I saw that one over here.
It was a little bit late being called, but
We've got a timeout. Our timeout on the court. Our score: Montana Western 23, Warner Pacific 15. We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium. Wally Felt along with Mike Miller and Tad Take Us. Tad is our production. Mike is the colorful commentator. And I don't know what I do. Roughly 9 minutes left to play.
oh,
In the first half. Carlson goes for the 3, gets nothing but the backboard, and rebound controlled by Sparks of the Knights. Knights trail by 8. Three-point shot is up and no good. Offensive putback is also no good. Carlson finally cleans things up for the Bulldogs. And Stewie all the way down at the other end lays it up, but he is fouled. Jackson Berkeley, of course, he's been a important part of the Bulldogs for several years now, and his younger brother is becoming an important part of Bulldog football. Got Frontier Conference Special Teams Player of the Week.
That 65 to hit 8 PATs and 3 field goals.
Well, and he did it with wet footballs because,
yes,
according to Riley Martello, how it rained in the Carroll game, triple that for how it rained in California.
And it cleared up partway through the second period, but everybody was pretty sopping wet by then.
So Stewie gets both free throws, and it's a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. 25-15, now a little Bulldog double team. Knights break it, set things up. Stolen Stewie, I tell you, he's everywhere. He popped the ball out of the dribbler's hands and took it, and Gruler at the other end puts the three in, and the Bulldogs have kind of opened up a little bit of a lead. We're going to keep it here, though, and we're going to talk about Sparky's because we will be choosing a Sparky's offensive and defensive player of the game for the Bulldogs. And for lunch or dinner at Sparky's Bar and Grill to treat your palate to a great selection of mouth-watering items. Choose from burgers or salads or sandwiches or soups or 4 varieties of chicken strips. If those tasty treats don't interest you, try the entrees with the special Sparky's touch, brisket chili or chicken fried steak or jambalaya. Sparky's Bar and Grill, 420 East Poindexter in Dillon and 220 East Park in Butte. I need to go back for a Baja Burger one of these days. Knights after that timeout, let's see what kind of strategy they talked about in that 30-second timeout. Was it a timeout to talk strategy or to slow the Bulldog momentum down a little bit? Merritt's called for the foul. Is that his second? Coulter Merritt picking up a foul.
Yeah, it is.
And it's his second. And stepping to the free throw line is Jurian Sparks from where's Castro Valley, California? I'd never heard of that one before.
It is in the San Francisco area, I believe. It's not a very big. Well, it's got about 2,700 kids in high school, so it's a fairly good-sized community.
I wonder if it's just a lot of that, you get around the cities and stuff. The only way you know you're in another town is watching the sign that says entering or leaving.
And in Plains, it's on both sides of the same sign.
I wasn't ready for that. Sparks gets both free throws, and it's 28-17. Huber almost has the ball taken away again, but gains control. Gruler, he's pushed around.
What?
And Merritt, they're playing football out there.
Yeah, and Gruler is down again.
He looks over the bench and says, I'm okay.
Yeah, he nodded, didn't he?
So Coulter Merritt steps to the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Makes the first one.
Now Huber, for us, he looks like a football player. And we know that Jackson Berkeley is a football player, all-stater.
I think Jacob Ankeny could probably play football. Heck of a tight end. Nice big 6'8" target.
Who can jump.
Merritt gets both free throws. And it's 30-17. Jackson Berkeley, who we were just talking about. Yeah, would you play him at linebacker or tight end? Maybe he could be a double threat.
Yeah. Well, all-state basketball, all-state football. He's a fair athlete.
And he did it at a Billings school, Billings senior. That's pretty good. There's some pretty good AA schools
Yeah.
in Montana, the highest classification. 30-17. Bulldogs lead the Knights. Second game of the Bulldog Invitational. Nice defense by Young. Nice putback and no more nice defense. Bulldogs playing some great underneath the basket defense. Young goes down, back off to Huber. He'll put up a three, misses it. Young battles for it, but loses it to Mason Robertson. Oh, Jackson Berkeley with great defense underneath the basket. He just picked the ball out of the layupper's hand. Basket, Joshua Whiteside, little turnaround jumper. 32-17 Bulldogs. 6:20 left to play. Oh, speaking of nice shots, Sparks, long distance three-point basket, trims the Bulldog lead to 12. It's 32-20. 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Nice defense there by Mason Roberts. This will be his second foul.
Pat Jensen got up and started to yell, and now he's trying to calm everybody down, including himself. He's talking to the official, though.
It's a pretty physical game. Whiteside at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Shot is up, shot is good. How'd you rate his form? You're the free throw coach.
Left-hander, sometimes left-handers are not very smooth, but that looked pretty good.
Nice arc on it.
Uses his legs.
We jinxed him. 33-20, 13-point Bulldog lead. Good defensive pressure by the Bulldogs. Force Warner Pacific to take extra seconds getting the ball across the line. Grueller just picks up a loose ball. Or I should say Berkeley picks up a loose ball to Grueller. And all the way at the other end, David Young just standing underneath the basket all by himself. He said, throw it to me. He did, and it's 35-20 Bulldogs.
Now Salim slowing things down, trying to keep everybody under control.
Good floor general. Oh, nice move. Lincoln lays it up. How do you say that? Ipswich Grammar School.
Ipswich. Very good. Oh.
I would rather go to New Zealand than Australia. Only that's where hobbits hang out. Berkeley picks up the foul. And that's the 5th team foul.
If you want to go see people in Australia, you just need to go along the coastline because there's nobody in the Great Outback
except scorpions and brown snakes, and we've got timeout on the We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. The Bulldog cheerleaders in the house. And I talked to their coach and said that my color guy, he gets nervous every time you build a pyramid. And she said, tell him we practice that. But you're still going to be the fear factor.
It's not so much the building, it's the tossing. You know.
Dickey at the free throw line. Now that's a cool name for a high school. From Volcano Vista High School. What do you think their nickname is?
Magna?
Lava?
Magma?
Hot stuff.
I'll have to start looking them up.
He misses both free throws. And the Bulldogs on the attack, leading by 12. 4:20 left to play first half. Inside to Ankeny. Ankeny's moved to the basket, a little short. And rebound controlled by Lincoln of the Knights. And Knights trying to break a little bit deeper into that Bulldog lead. Looks like Young is going to pick up a foul.
Fouls on number 12, David.
It was kind of like, it almost looked like he grabbed him and then he was pulled down, and I don't think it was intentional.
As you wrote here, Warner Pacific was established in 1937 in Spokane. And it moved to Portland, to the City of Roses.
It's just, you know, I find the history of colleges and university fascinating, the stuff that they did.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Bellevue that was here a couple weeks ago in volleyball, 16,000 students, but only 450 live on campus. Stewie with a nice floater to the basket, and it's 37-25, back to a 12-point lead by Montana Western over Warner Pacific. 3:40 left to play first half. Homecoming weekend at Montana Western. Shot clock down to 3, and Huber's going to pick up the foul. Boy, that's frustrating when your defense holds them away until 3 seconds and then commits the foul. I see John Yeager up there. I haven't seen John for a while.
You had a chance to talk to a number of the women's basketball team. We'll get a chance to see them play on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, they were filling out our magical questionnaire we give them. I said, only the truth, the whole truth. Sparks back at the free throw line again. He came to Warner Pacific via Walla Walla Community College, and he's a pretty good free throw shooter. Makes the first one.
Salim Shoes here. Remember, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And he's got the pink shoes. And so does Apollo Eugene.
Back to a 10-point spread for the Bulldogs. A little pressure applied by Warner Pacific. Conliffe applying a little pressure, but the Bulldogs cross the timeline. And Young is fouled as he crosses the baseline. Dickey, I believe, is the culprit. He's got that look on his face like, okay, I did it.
And that's number 2.
How many Knights have 2 fouls?
3.
Well, that's not bad.
Conliffe and Robertson.
Young rims that free throw attempt.
So far, a lot of his teammates say that David is funny.
The comedian, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I talked to our football player that put on quite a show during the auction, you know, showing items and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Ball knocked out.
Oh, look at that. Jacob Ankeny flying through the air, backhanded the ball. That's not our Jacob.
Maybe we could put him at defensive back. He'd be the tallest defensive back in the Frontier. Grueller drives, little 10-footer. It falls, and it's good. 40-27, 13-point Bulldog lead. 2:25 remaining in the first half. Nice move to the basket. Dickey right over the top of Carlson, and it's 40-29. 2 minutes left to play, 2 minutes in the half. Stewie puts up a shot, in and out, no good, and defensive rebound to Dickey. 3-point attempt from the outside is good. No good, I should say. And ball off a Bulldog. It was either off Carlson or Ankeny.
Checking back in for the Bulldogs, number 0,
And
Taylor.
non-shooting. Oh, yep, that should. Oh no, it was just a tip off, wasn't it?
Just tipped him on his foot.
So. $140 in the first half.
Yeah.
Grueller with the foul.
No, Carlson touched the ball and it went behind the backboard and hit that upright brace.
Okay. So no harm, no foul, just off a Bulldog's hand. So possession, Warner Pacific with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense by the Bulldogs.
See, that
It
we
didn't
need a new horn.
Yeah,
Bulldog basketball.
and I thought they would have had that fixed. Timeout on the court. Bulldogs 40, Knights 29 back. We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium. We have about 1 minute and 27 seconds left on the clock.
See, now when Dickey has the ball, and sometimes Carlson at 6'3" is on him, sometimes it's Quincy Taylor at 6'2". Well, Dickey's 6'8". I'm going to give him the ball a few times.
Ankeny working his way inside. Now he's got a, oh, nice pass. Oh, that was pretty. He looked like he was going to go up for the shot. Instead, passed it off to
I think
Grueller.
he looked right at Grueller, and Grueller has the good hands. And I think Jacob,
Yeah, over the back foul. That was easy.
with that, was a good pass.
Fouls on number 30.
Ankeny, a business major from Marston, as Mike said. Yeah, San Chapelle, I remember. I was living in Idaho when that opened up.
And I've been by it, but of course, I'm not the wine aficionado that you are, so I didn't stop in there.
Not anymore. Nice form. Conliff from Orlando, Florida, Lake Nona High School.
For the Knights, number 24, Nico Perez Lacosta.
Space City, I like that for a nickname.
Fairfax, Virginia, that's right across the river from Arlington, I think, or from Washington, D.C. And a lot of the politicians
Live there?
they live there and work in Washington. And I
Second-
use the term lightly.
Second free throw, no good. Bulldogs with the ball. Under a minute left to play in the first half, and Whiteside tried. He had the ball knocked out of his hand 3 times. He keeps getting it back. Shot clock down to 5. Stewie's got the ball off to Carlson. Carlson puts up the 3, no good. And defensive rebound to the Knights. See if they can cut into that Bulldog lead before halftime.
Whiteside just needs to go to the basket. Ooh.
Huh.
Time 0.6 seconds.
Whose ball is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now we know. Nobody seemed like they wanted to take possession.
Number 12, David Young.
So Knights putting the ball in play underneath their basket with 0.6 seconds. Oh, and no basket at the buzzer. So it's halftime, and it's Montana Western leading Warner Pacific 42-30. We'll be back with halftime chatter and stats after. Well, welcome back to the Stroud Gymnasium. Thursday night basketball. The Bulldogs make their home debut, and they lead right now over Warner Pacific by a score of 42-30. And Mike's got some stats to look at.
Well, for Warner Pacific, it's the shooting woes. They were shooting 27% from the field in the first half, and 15% from beyond the arc. At least at the free throw line, they were shooting 77%, so the Bulldogs shouldn't foul them very often. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, were shooting 54% from the field, including 4 of 11 from the three-point line for about 36%. They have kind of a tough time. They only hit 62% from the free throw line. Leading scorer, Jaron Sparks from Warner Pacific. He has 17 points, 4 out of 7 from the field. And for the Bulldogs, Kyle Grueller had 14 points, and that came after, despite having an injury where he had to sit down for a little bit. The Knights only have 3 points off the bench, while the Bulldogs have 17. The lead changed 7 times early in the half, but the Bulldogs went on a run and took the lead at 28-15, and just haven't been headed since then. Total fouls: the Bulldogs have 9, the Knights have 11, and we have 6 guys with two fouls. Sparks, Dickey, and Conliffe for the Knights, and for the Bulldogs, David Young, Jacob Ankeny, and Coulter Merritt all have 2 fouls. Defensively, Dickey has 7 defensive rebounds for the Knights. He's done a very, very good job. And remember, he's that 6'8" kid that can take it to the bucket. And for the Bulldogs, surprisingly, Billy Carlson, 6'3" guard out of Billings. He's got 5 for the Bulldogs. So here with 5:30 to go here at halftime, it's 42-30. Montana Western leading the Warner Pacific Knights.
Well, and before we look at some schedules and a special event coming up at the football game on Saturday, I want to remind everybody, after the game tonight, stop off at Sparky's Bar and Grill and treat your palate to a great selection of mouth-watering items. Choose from 4 different burgers or 4 different sandwiches. And if you haven't tried it yet, add Sparky's mac and cheese to your order. Their specialty menu includes chicken fried steak or panko shrimp or jambalaya, to mention a few. Sparky's smoked meats are unbeatable. Choose between beef brisket or pulled pork. Add a cool beverage to make your meal complete. It's all there and more. Sparky's Bar and Grill, 420 East Poindexter in Dillon.
And you said you have a new favorite sandwich?
Baja Burger.
Baja Burger.
Yeah. And if you can't get in Dillon, you can go to Butte, 220 East Park. Yeah, I took my basketball girls out, and we all decided we were going to try something at Sparky's we hadn't tried before.
So Baja
Burgers.
There's a lot of sand in there a little bit.
Avocado. Which is really good for you. Avocado is really good for you. Hey, coming up Saturday, Montana Western Athletic Department is partnering with Barrett Hospital and Healthcare to host Bulldogs Stand Up to Cancer during the home football game Saturday, November 1st at Bulldog Stadium. The initiative is designed to honor those who are battling cancer, those who have beaten it, and those remembered with love. Fans attending the game will be invited to write the name of loved ones affected by cancer on a special tribute card. A table will be located inside the stadium in the Pioneer Federal Pavilion for fans to fill out their cards prior to kickoff. At the 2-minute timeout of the first half, everyone in attendance will be asked to stand and hold their cards high, joining together in a powerful moment of recognition, hope, and support. The collaboration reflects the shared commitment of Montana Western Athletics and Barrett Hospital and Healthcare to strengthen community well-being and promote compassion across Beaverhead County. And remember, kickoff 1 o'clock Saturday, Bulldogs taking on Eastern Oregon. And the good news is the forecast is not calling for rain. Not calling for rain because the last home game. It was a downpour, and then Bulldogs went to College of Idaho and did okay. They made it without a rain, but then they go to California, and it rained even harder there than it did here. I asked Riley Martello, how long did it take you to dry out? And he said yesterday, and I talked to him today.
And, those guys had a tough time getting out of Bozeman on the way to the Simpson University game. They got down there at about 2:30 in the morning, hit the rack, warmed up a little bit, and played the game at 1 o'clock. Coming home, they didn't get home until about 6:30 on Sunday evening. So it was a fairly long trip. And, they flew. They flew to
Can you
Sacramento.
imagine that would have been bus ride.
Well, they would have gotten out of Bozeman a lot faster if they'd and when they got to, I think they got to Reno, there was a problem with the flights there as well. And the airport simply put together a new flight and sent them out and told the Bulldogs they could have done that for you in Bozeman. But they were there, I think, almost 10 hours.
Wow.
Just in Bozeman.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Well, elsewhere across the Frontier Conference, a couple other games. One of them has already been played. Montana Tech beat Southern Oregon, and we talked to Adam Hyde, and I said, I don't recognize anybody on your team. And he said, yeah, we got lots of new faces. And then also Dakota State is hosting Oak Hills of Minnesota. That's another college I've never heard of. And then as we look around in women's basketball, a couple games tonight. Bellevue is at Mount Mercy. Mount Mercy's at Iowa. And number 16 Carroll in an exhibition game at MSU Billings. Volleyball, nothing to, Valley City, North Dakota is at Dickinson State. But tomorrow, a whole bunch of games in volleyball. Carroll is at Montana Western. Rocky is at Montana Tech. Number 1 Providence. They are the number one volleyball team in the NAIA. They're at Dakota State. Northern is at Bellevue. Mayville State is at Dickinson State. And Valley City State is at Bismarck State. And we can't leave football out. Tomorrow, or I should say Saturday in football, as we mentioned, Eastern Oregon at Western. Carroll College at Southern Oregon. Arizona Christian at College of Idaho. Montana Tech at Rocky Mountain, Dakota State at Mayville State, and Northern at Dickinson State. Wow!
And the Bulldogs maintained that 20th place in the rankings. Of course, they did beat Simpson in that close ball game, 65 to nothing. Early on, that ball game was actually kind of close.
What, after the first?
At one time, it was second period, it was still only about 28 to nothing. And there was a explosion in the second half.
Well, we are ready to get back to action here. Second half, Bulldogs will put the ball in play. Kyle Grueller will put the ball in play to Stewie, and he'll back off and bring it down, crossing the timeline, and second half officially underway now. Merritt to Carlson, into Ankeny, and Ankeny takes advantage of the sweet pass from Carlson, or was it from Merritt with Carlson?
Yeah, and that was a set play.
That was a pretty one, 44-30, Bulldogs lead. Want to remind you once again of our official Craig Sear, Nate Whiteman, and Mark Bricky. Shot is up and no good, and hard off the rim and out of bounds.
And Carlson raced to get that one because he knew he forgot to block out.
So Bulldogs with an offensive possession and a 14-point lead. Stewie drives in, has the ball tipped out of his hands into the hands of Knight, and running all the way down to the other side. It was, well,
that went off.
So Salim had it, but then a couple of Knights underneath the basket, I think Sparks and Mason Robertson battled for it.
And Carlson called that one. Yep.
Well, you can see the black stripe on his jersey.
Yes, yeah.
I wonder if he's surprised that he called it and they said yes. Grueller open for the three, hard off the glass, and nothing but Knights around the rebound. And it's 44-30. Here come the Knights. And Merritt says, no, I hit nothing but ball, but the official is going to call him. And that's his third personal. Pat Jensen gets up, and we'll see if he looks down.
I
Nope.
think he's just telling Coulter, stop it.
Yeah.
Jensen really doesn't have a replacement for Merritt at that position. If he puts in another guard, he's going to have to change the way they play defense. If he puts in a big man, that'll change the way they're playing defense as well.
So Lincoln gets 1 out of 2 free throws. It's 44-31. And Stewie had another floater. This one falls again. Knights with the ball. Oh, stolen away by Grueller. Grueller all by himself, full court down, left-handed layup, and it is up and good.
Yeah, I think Sparks tried to stop him right here, grabbed him by the jersey, but the official, wisely, you let that one go because to stop it, that would have penalized the Bulldogs.
Merritt with the steal, and he's open for the shot. He hit the ground hard. Dickey with a hard foul on Merritt. And that's his third personal foul.
Yeah, see, I might have called that one a flagrant foul.
Yeah.
He's
And that's
following.
what I think Merritt is actually pleading his case for a flagrant.
You're trailing that far behind him. The only thing you can do is foul him to keep him from scoring. It's okay to foul him, but you don't hit so hard that he goes to the floor.
Well, Merritt makes the first free throw, and Warner Pacific juggling the lineup a little bit. Jay Main, I knew I could say it, Potts, wants a different lineup in there. Misses the second one, rebound controlled by Merritt. Got his own rebound after he was kind of kicked around a little bit. Oh, in and out, no good on the floater from Stewie. Warner Pacific, and I think Carlson's going to get called for a chest pump on that. Used his chest. Second personal on Carlson. You know, last year Carlson, as the season, grew, he got more playing time, it seemed like, with every game. And Merritt's likewise.
I remember the night Carlson stole the ball, took it down, and dunked it. And I talked to him after the game. I said, I didn't know you could do that. And he said, I wasn't sure I could do it either.
Sparks gets the first free throw. He'll get a second one now. This one also good. Had the Hollywood finish before it fell, and it's 49-33 Bulldogs. 3.5 minutes into the second half. Grueller puts up the three, hits the three. Kyle Grueller with the three for the Bulldogs, and it's 52-33. Not much defense you can do on that.
Yeah, Grueller's 6'5", and he can leap.
Well, remember last year for a while, he actually led the Bulldogs in rebounding, but we've got timeout. Warner wants a timeout. Timeout on the court. It's Montana Western 52, Bulldogs 33. timeout. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, second half action, Bulldogs in control against Warner Pacific. Bulldogs lead 52-33.
Largest lead of the night. But again, as I said at halftime, when they took the lead 28-13 or 15, after that it just it has just built up, and really Warner Pacific doesn't have a whole lot of answers over there.
So Knights put the ball in play right in front of their coach. Sparks with the ball up top, almost stolen away by Stewie. Oh, nice reverse layup by Josh Lincoln.
Talk about an answer.
Yeah, with an exclamation point. And on the other end, Jacob Ankeny does it too.
Nice pass from Carlson.
54-35, Bulldogs lead. Floater is good.
Well, let's have the post players trade baskets.
Yeah. Stewie took a nice drive through the lane. Now he goes back again, puts it up, and scores. Third personal foul is being called on Conliffe.
Conliffe got those two fouls right and early in the ball game. Didn't have much time to play.
Stewie gets the first free throw. Or I should say he gets the and one free throw. And he'll take a break on the bench. And the Bulldogs have a 20-point spread. Is this the largest lead?
That's every time.
So Bulldogs have played, what, 8 players?
9, 10.
That's pretty good balance to have that kind of depth that you can do that. Oh, that was a nice pass inside. Nice pass from Salim to Sparks for the layup. And it's 57-39 Bulldogs. Grueller will drive. Now he step back shot, and it's good. Step back 15-footer is good. And it's back to a 20-point spread, 59-39. Sparks driving against Huber and gets it inside. Oh, no good. Ball battled, and Young with the over-the-back foul called. Did not make Coach Jensen happy on that play, but it's only his second personal foul. And they're alternating their big forwards.
Yeah, now with Dickey, remember he's 6'8".
Yep.
Oh, I was just about to say get him the ball because he'll have Merritt on him. And Merritt, of course, about 6'2".
Sometimes, you know, it's like, what did you say? They're like mosquitoes.
Yeah,
the smaller players against the bigger players.
And Coulter plays defense before his player gets the ball. He kind of tries to keep the ball away from him.
Backcourt foul called on Salim. David Young with the ball for Montana Western off to Whitehead. And Huber goes, he found a clear-cut pass, no defense at all, and he just laid it up and in.
I think somebody went to sleep.
Yeah. And an offensive foul is called. Was that on Salim? Is that 3 on him too?
Sparks.
Or Spark? Okay. Third foul on Sparks. So foul problems entering into Warner Pacific's lineup. Gruler inside to Whitehead and had the ball slapped out of his hands by Napoleon, and I think that was pretty good charade of making a dunk. Napoleon, even though he didn't have the ball, he still went through with it. And Joshua Whiteside will go to the free throw line, but first he's going to have to wait a little bit because we have timeout on the court. It's Montana Western 61, Warner Pacific 39. Back with
Bill Stroud was our.
we are back at the Stroud Gymnasium. More action the second half, and so far it's been all Montana Western. Bulldogs leading 61 to 39 and 14:35 remaining in our ball game. Got to start thinking about players of the game. I'm not sure about that free throw.
He went across the line pretty fast, didn't he?
He kind of jumped a little bit, yeah. Got the free throw, second one. Didn't get the second one, though, but guess who gets the offensive rebound? Coulter Merritt. Oh! And he threw it to Tim Nolan over there, the Bulldog assistant coach. He was wide open.
Didn't have his hands up.
Now he had a clipboard. He's got a notebook in his hand.
The official almost got it right in the knees.
Almost a Bulldog steal, but Warner Pacific finds a way and making the basket. Nice move was Dickey. And now we've got some full court pressure put on by the Knights, but quickly they back away. Young will take it. Now to Merritt. Merritt to Huber. To Gruler. Gruler, tried to get it inside to Whitehead. Long distance pass all the way down to Napoleon. And it all rolled around. It almost came out, but it fell through. And it's 62-43. So what was a 22-point lead cut to 19 by the Knights. Bulldogs on the attack. Huber drives the lane, gets fouled hard to the ground.
Oh, and that would be 4.
So
Dickey, the top rebounder.
Yeah, and he's going to be sitting for a while.
Yeah.
It's interesting what you said, how much substitutions affect how you play defense. Because now the Bulldogs will have to adjust with the new players in. And Nico Perez Lacosta, we didn't really see that much of him in the first half.
About 6 minutes worth.
So free throw is good, and it's a 20-point Bulldog lead, 63-43. 13:20 left to play. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound battle for a couple of Bulldogs, and finally Whitehead clears it. And Huber quickly down court off to Young. Oh, nice defense by Napoleon as he checked the ball not out of bounds, but into the hands of one of his teammates at the other end. Couldn't make the easy one. And sometimes those easy baskets are the hardest to make. Taylor. Oh, did the foul come from behind him, or was it Spears or Sparks that got him?
I think
It looked like Sparks, and that's so. The Knights with 2 players with 4 fouls.
And that one, he just reached in. He was in pretty good defensive position. Just reached in.
Taylor makes the first free throw. Well, it's a 1-on-1. I just noticed it's 7 team fouls on the Knights. Only 3 team fouls for the Bulldogs. Quincy probably is just happy to be out there in a uniform again. And he gets both free throws.
You're going to have a block there.
Yeah. Quincy, not a good enough acting job on that one. He was moving when he stepped in front. Taylor commits first foul.
And watching these two, the big guys here, Lincoln and Berkeley, there's a couple powerful guys doing a little belly bouncing.
Was that a shooting foul? I thought it was. I guess he was driving. They could say he was driving to the basket because he gets 2. Conliff from Space City, Florida, and he gets the first one. Whatever college, universities in Orlando, well, I guess there's several, but one of the D1 schools, the volleyball program, on their jerseys, they have Space City on one set of their jerseys. 65-45 as both free throws made. 20-point Bulldog lead. And Taylor's got it open, but he hands off to Huber on the wing, and Huber connects for 3.
From the deep corner. Remember last year, the Bulldogs had a tendency to step out of bounds on those deep corner shots.
Ball knocked out of bounds by a Bulldog. It was either Taylor or Berkeley underneath the basket. And fresh legs coming in for the Bulldogs. We haven't seen. It's like Ankeny. You know, last year Adato and Ankeny switched off, but it's almost like there's one of the smaller big forwards can step into that post position too. Ankeny with the rebound.
I believe
this shot.
I believe Abby is playing professional ball someplace.
He is. Stewie with the little 10-footer. 70-45 now. 11:28 left to play.
I know you don't really hang in the air, but he looked like he was hanging in the air.
I think. Oh.
Ooh, nice shot.
Yeah, Sparks puts 3 on the board for the Knights, and we've got a media timeout. Our score, Montana Western 70, Warner Pacific 48.
until December.
We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium.
And I'm kind of glad we shut up talking about that last discussion.
That
was
that was
not something for public discourse.
First Bulldog athletic event of a very, very busy few days. 3 basketball, 2 volleyball, and a football game, all under the Bulldog banner. And the Bulldogs making their home debut tonight. Lady Bulldogs, I guess we can say that, they make their home debut on Sunday afternoon. Darn, I'm going to have to miss NFL football. Berkeley puts up the 3 and hits the 3. Wow. He hits the 3s like his brother hits extra points.
Well, his brother hit a 50-yard field goal the other night, didn't he?
53, wasn't it?
53-yarder. Oh, look, he's hooked.
Longest in the Frontier.
Yeah.
Berkeley wide open for another 3 and hits it. Stewie with the assist. Jackson Berkeley with the 3, and it's 76-48 Bulldogs. Napoleon puts up the shot. He hits the 3. That was pretty. 76-51 Bulldogs.
And he's got a big smile on his face saying, oh, yeah, like I can do that all the time.
Taylor, layup is no good. Rebound to Salim. And quickly down court, he doesn't wait for anybody, and he puts a little floater up that falls. And it's 76-53.
That's a nice shot.
Pretty, yeah.
And a flurry. Under 10 minutes to go.
We're going to be getting the other kind of flurries pretty soon.
Oh. He's holding him.
I've never seen the official do that before. No, he went like this, didn't he? Or do you go like this? Well, is it a 1-and-1 or was he fouled shooting?
1-and-1.
Well, he gets the first one, so the front end is complete. Missed the second one. 77-53 Bulldogs. 9:20 remaining in our game. Offensive foul called on Napoleon.
No, I think he called it on Salim.
Okay.
Tried to set a pick and stuck his...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He got caught, you mean?
Yeah, are you got any ideas about your player of the game?
Well, I'm leaning for, Coulter, Merritt for defense, or Billy Carlson based on his defensive rebounding.
Oh. That went off Jacob's hand, didn't it? Yeah, and I really do like Emmanuel Stewart's play out here.
Stewart. Stewie, call him Stewie. Then because I said Stewart and he said no, Stewart.
Stewart, like.
Yeah, I'm. .840 left to play. Napoleon turnaround jumper, no good. Ankeny had the ball for a second, then he had it knocked out of his hands and fouled by Perez Lacosta. And we'll walk to the other end because that was the 10th team foul, and that will give the Bulldogs an automatic 2. Oh, third.
Jacob Ankeny.
Ankeny missed Merritt cutting underneath the basket. There wasn't anybody there except Mrs. Haverfield taking pictures.
Jacob has struggled at the free throw line.
Yeah.
It's never been one of his strong suits.
And for a guy who gets fouled going to the basket as much as he does.
But this again, this is the first game too. We'll give him a little wiggle room. And who almost had that rebound? Coulter Merritt. And he's putting on some good defense. And
Carlson and Merritt can't decide who's going to get stuck with that foul.
Fouls on number 21, Coulter Merritt.
Coulter wins.
Team's fifth.
77-53. Bulldogs still with only 5 team fouls. So the Knights will put the ball in play right in front of us.
Is there something on the floor?
Not sure.
Maybe the 30-second clock didn't go on?
That, I think that was it.
Yeah, they took time off the clock, so
That's good alertness by the officials. Good defense by the Bulldogs. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Inside. Oh, and David Young tipped it out of bounds and then ran into Coulter Merritt.
Did he hit the ball into Merritt's face?
Oh, maybe he did, because Coulter is kind of moving his nose around, and we'll wonder about that later. 7:56 remaining in our game. It's the Bulldogs 77, the Knights 53. Back with more.
Still got good numbers.
We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium, and we're getting a little feedback from Tad, the producer. Who played basketball? You played basketball, didn't you, in high school? Well, you have the stats. You can do it. You can help us. You helped us in football, and then if we get it wrong, we have somebody else to blame.
Yes.
Bulldogs with the steal. And now they just kind of back off. Now, do you like milking the clock like this, Mike? Or, well, maybe not milking the clock. As Merritt goes up with the floater and just hits the backboard. And Knights with the defensive rebound quickly down court. Open for the three in the wing. And it is good by Apollo Eugene. And another timeout. So with 7:26 left to play, a 21-point lead, we have a 30, and we'll just keep it here. We'll just keep it here, deciding on who we're going to nominate. And we got some input from.
Yeah. You know, we're looking at players that have not played as much as they normally do, but still have put up some very, very good numbers. And we've seen some excellent defense out of a couple of the kids. Well, we expected out of Merritt and Carlson. So I'm still just a little bit up in the air. But we have 7 minutes to decide. And then I'll put you on the spot. But I do like the idea the Knights are putting on the full court pressure. And that means they're liable to foul a little bit more.
Like right there, and got away with one.
And the Bulldogs are just kind of spreading the court out.
Merritt had it and then lost it. And here come the Knights. 3-point shot is up. this one no good. And I guess knocked out of bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
It must have stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. David Young will put the ball in play to Stewie for the Bulldogs. And he'll bring it down and set the offense. Back out to Young, to Merritt in the corner, puts up the shot. No good. Rebound, battled for and cleared by the Knights. Nice move to the basket. And, tried to set up the three, but official got in the way. Remember, he's part of the court. Merritt with the defensive rebound. Down to Huber. And wide open is Whitehead, and he is fouled.
But it can't be too wide open. The guy sneaks up there and grabs him by the arm.
Fouls on number 1.
And again,
Darius Mason Robertson. His third.
That's Mason Robertson's third personal foul.
the only way, because as you said, he was open. And if he doesn't foul him, he's going to score.
Do you think the Bulldogs are going to spend a little practice time at the free throw line?
You know, these guys have they're shooters. They can shoot. They're just taking it a little bit lax.
78-56, 6:20 remaining. Bulldogs with a 22-point lead. Napoleon puts up the three, but all he gets is an air ball. And no comment from the Bulldog football players that are here.
They must not all be here.
Oh, Stewie's three-point attempt is blocked out of bounds. Good defense by Mason Robertson. All ball, and slapped it right to Nate, who is the trainer over there, right above his head.
Yeah, they're going to run the clock out a little bit. Somebody will. Yeah, that's a block. You still have to give them a place to land.
This has been a very, very physical game.
And he is taking a little breather. In football, we used to bounce them on their behinds a little bit because of where he was struck.
Little catch the wind. Well, it obviously helped because he made the free throw.
Back in for the Bulldogs, number 34, Jackson Berkeley, number 0, Quincy.
79-56 now, approaching the 5-minute mark. Think we'll see anybody off the Bulldog bench, or do you think?
No, I don't think he'll use any of the guys in the red shirts now, and that includes Kyle Grueller. And if he does, he might use Carson Denning and River Hurley, but I probably wouldn't use the freshman.
I think the new rule is you can play 6 games before before you lose your red shirt.
And it's getting just a little bit wild now. Yeah, you
traveling is a call on the Knights.
Checking back in for the Knights, number 30, Josh Lincoln.
You got to put Lincoln back in because Berkeley's in for the Bulldogs, and I don't think
the adjustment for on defense.
Yeah, no one else is that strong to handle him. Lincoln is plenty strong.
Who's been chasing kangaroo? No.
Oh.
You know, the only mammals that lay eggs live in Australia.
Fouls on number 21, Taron Dickey. That's his fifth.
And that's he is out, and he's talking to the official. It's not going to make any difference. He's still out. Little explanation.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
And he says, "Thank you, sir."
Checking in for the first time for
My
the
first head
Bulldogs,
coaching
number
job as a
2,
well, my only head coaching job as a basketball player. I told my players, we are going to become the most polite. We're not yelling at the officials. We're not going to argue. I don't want to see any technicals unless I'm getting them. And we won the sportsmanship trophy at the state championship, at the state tournament.
I think
It's
that's
the only one the school had ever won.
Have they won anything since after you left?
Yeah, they won a state title after I left.
Yeah, but you had a couple of state champion
I had a
teams.
couple of trips to the state tournament.
Quincy Taylor makes 2 free throws for the Bulldogs. At 5 minutes left, it's 82-56 Bulldogs.
fouls on number 20, Mark Newberg. That's his third.
Pushing away from the basket.
On the court.
And we have a timeout. Our score, Montana Western 82, Warner Pacific 56.
In there,
Back to the Stroud Gymnasium and men's basketball action as the Bulldog men make their home court debut, hosting Warner Pacific in Game 2 of their invitational tournament. Montana Tech beat Southern Oregon in the first game of the tournament. Tomorrow, both teams, Tech and Western, will change opponents. Nice little layup by Lincoln.
and
Oh, River Hurley checks into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Redshirt freshman from Anaconda, size mom again. I think that's her sitting up in that deep corner on the far side.
Fouls on number 30, Josh Lincoln.
In the
his
red?
first.
Yes.
Yep.
And River gets a chance to get his name in the scorebook with a couple of free throws.
such a nice kid.
He's got one more chance. Hurley is a 6'7" guard.
Yeah.
And he gets gets the second one. So in the books is River Hurley with a free throw, and it's 83-58 Bulldogs. 4:25 left to play. Step back shot by Sparks is no good. Rebound to Hurley. He gives off to Taylor, and here come the Bulldogs. Hurley tried to work his way inside. Now he does. Fall away jumper, no good. David Young with the offensive rebound. Huber with the shot, no good. This time Lincoln loses the ball. Knocked.
I think Tyler Hurley. Tyler Hurley.
I
I
knew-
knew you were going to do it.
What's this we?
Uh,
Back in for the Knights, number 5, Demir.
I think next time Tyler comes to town, you need to buy. No, you need to buy River dinner.
River a drink now.
Yeah. Buy him a Baja Burger at Sparky's.
Fouls on number 12, David Young, his third.
Well, the crew chief of this crew, Craig Sear, said this is his second game of the season.
For him, yeah.
Didn't get a chance to talk to the other guys, but they can't have had too many. Sparks misses the free throw. Young with the rebound, and Quincy Taylor bringing it across the timeline. We're approaching the 3:30 mark as Berkeley puts up a three, doesn't get it. And rebound controlled by Sparks, and we're running the other direction. Sparks all the way down, and he is fouled by,
Fouls on number 12, David Young, his fourth.
and that's 4 fouls on Young. And kind of a silly foul. Unless they're trying to give the officials lots of practice.
Well, he can block the ball because he got 4 blocks in the championship game of the tournament last year. Oh my!
Oh, Kyler Inglet in, and I think Mama Roxanne is here somewhere.
Yeah, the big
Oh, I
E.
see. The parents are in the back over there, Roxanne and Kevin.
And let me tell you what, that kid can shoot.
So Kevin
Checking in for the Knights, number 23,
Kevin
Apollo Eugene.
is in our Hall of Fame for his basketball prowess as a Bulldog. But I tell him, I said, well, I think Kyler's better.
Roxanne was a 2-time All-State basketball player.
Almost stole away. Hurley got it. Berkeley from the wing, and it is good. So Jackson Berkeley another three.
For three.
And it's 86-60 Bulldogs as we hit the close to the 3-minute mark. And hey, Kyler Inglet is in the scorebook, but maybe not for
Kyler Inglet, his
what he wants. He gets in with a foul.
And you know, his mother, 2-time All-Stater in Chinook when they won 2 back-to-back state titles.
She was a track champion too, wasn't she?
She did. She won the shot put one year. And also ran on the 4x1 and 4x400 meter relay teams.
So,
And the homecoming queen.
So Kyler's got some pretty good genes in his.
Oh, don't fight. All right. Now, Hurley very calm.
Yeah, he just throws it up in the air to the closest Bulldog.
Now,
Oh, and travel called.
yeah.
Hurley got a little excited in the key and took one too many steps. Foul underneath. I think Hurley's going to get called for it. You know, the last 4 minutes has taken about 10 minutes to play.
And just a quiet crowd. Of course, there aren't very many fans from the Portland area for the Warner Pacific Knights.
Well,
They're a little short-handed, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're missing 3 players off their roster. 86-63 Bulldogs. And your Oregon buddy, Carson
Yes.
Denny, looks like he gets a chance to get some minutes in.
And when I talk about shooters, this kid can shoot.
Hurley puts up the shot, misses it, but gets his own rebound and goes back and scores.
He was building on those offensive rebound stats.
Well, nice play. 2 minutes left to play, and Kyler Inglet with the rebound for the Bulldogs. And under 2 minutes left to play. Hurley puts up another shot. This one no good. Berkeley with the offensive rebound. He'll turn around and put one up. No good. And loose ball finally controlled by the Knights.
Oh, nice pass, huh?
Wide open three for Apollo. No, that was Chad Napoleon, sorry.
No,
was it Apollo?
I think it was Apollo.
Apollo Eugene.
Yeah.
88-66, 22-point lead for the Bulldogs. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Hurley puts up another three, doesn't get it, and battle for the rebound, and nice box out by Mason Robertson. He comes away with the defensive rebound, goes all the way at the other end, and puts it up, doesn't fall. I should say that was Eugene at the other end. Taylor, nice pass, I think was from Inglet.
Hubert.
And under a minute left to play, and Jensen saying too.
Can't stop the play now. So Carson will take a seat.
90-66, under a minute left to play. Berkeley with the defensive rebound to Taylor. And Quincy will bring the ball down across the timeline. Off to Hurley. Hurley to Berkeley. 30 seconds, and they're going to play catch around the perimeter.
Yeah, they're going to have to put it up at least once.
And Inglet puts it up. No good. Rebound by Hurley.
And now they can.
Now they just ball game. Bulldogs successful debut at home. Final score, Montana Western 90, Warner Pacific 66. We'll be back with stats and our players of the game after. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. We'll have a quick wrap up. And first, Mike, how about the leaders in the stats?
Okay, the top scorer for the ball game, Jurian Sparks, had 26 for the Warner Pacific Knights. He was 6 out of 12 from the field. He made 11 of 14 from the free throw line, and he was joined by Chad Napoleon with 11 points. For the Bulldogs, Kyle Gruler had 21 points, and he only played about 20 minutes because of the injury. Emmanuel Stewart had 16 points, and Quincy Taylor and Joshua Whiteside had 11 more for the Bulldogs. Gruler was at 9 of 11 from the field. Top rebounders for the Bulldogs, David Young had 6. Top rebounder for the for Warner Pacific was Isaiah Salam. He had 7. The shooting really plagued the Warner Pacific guys. They only shot 32% from the field. So, Wally, now you're thinking about the players of the game.
Well, our three talking heads got together, and offensive player of the game will be Kyle Gruler. He was, as Mike said, 9 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from threes. Didn't have to shoot a free throw, and he scored 21 points. And our Sparky's defensive player of the game is newcomer David Young. He had 6 rebounds, 1 offensive and 5 defensive, and he had 1 block shot. He is our defensive player of the game. So we're going to wrap things up, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 3. Bulldogs versus Southern Oregon.